Hey, good morning to you. It is Monday, and welcome to the Start Your Day Positive podcast, your feel-good way to start the day. Hey there, I'm Len.
And I am Sarah. Hope you guys are all off to a great start. And even if it's been a bumpy morning, we're here to help you along the way. I actually want to give you a little thought here. Something to think about as you start your day. I saw this and I thought, oh, this is a good one. How about this? If you can overthink your worst, you can overthink your best. I'm like, okay, this needs to be our Monday quote, because how many of us started off this morning thinking, that's what, we do a lot of times. So if you can overthink the worst, you can overthink the best. Another quote that I always love: if you have time to worry, you have time to pray. Kind of goes into that whole thought process. So as you're starting your day today, if you find yourself thinking the worst, just challenge yourself to try to think of the best situations too.
Hey, that's really good, especially for a Monday. All right, well, here we go. We've got some news that you'll be glad to know.
Well, this sounds amazing. Google is rolling out its biggest maps update in a decade, introducing immersive navigation. Okay, it's a kind of a controversial feature there that was added called Ask Maps. Ask Maps lets you ask real-world questions in plain language, like finding a halfway point to meet friends for dinner or locating pickleball courts with lights. And it gets instant personalized answers with all 3D visuals and intuitive guidance. These updates turn Google Maps into a smarter travel companion that helps you plan, decide, and navigate with confidence in real time.
I love this idea. I think it's fantastic talking to it in real time. Maybe I'm with you. Maybe we're out of town and you just say, Maps, what's a good restaurant highly rated that has a gluten-free menu? Boom.
Yeah.
Just like that, right?
So did you look into this at all? Why is it a new controversial feature? Why is Ask Maps controversial?
You know what? I don't know. I just think sometimes anything with the tag AI has a tendency to make people think, it's taking control, because I don't see any downside to this.
No, and I don't really understand, because a lot of things do this.
Yeah, but if you've ever spoken to, and I don't know if you've ever spoken to your AI or not, and it speaks back, when it starts speaking
but Siri
back.
Does.
And Siri does now, and Alexa does to a degree. So I don't know. I love the idea. I can't wait to get on it and try it, to be honest.
Well, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to figure out what's a good halfway point for someone I'm meeting in Canton, in Medina, or somewhere where you're trying to figure that out. So I think it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, we do that all the time. And then I think you can talk to it in real normal speech. Like you could say something like this: hey, I am completely lost. I have no idea where I'm going, so help me get my bearings. And I think if you talk to it like that, it will help you out.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hey, there's quite a renewal of interest in Christianity in England and Wales. This is a really good story. A new report says Bible sales jumped almost 20% in the past year. That's a big jump. The increase matches other signs of growing church engagement. Church attendance in England and Wales rose from 8% in 2018 to 12% in 2024. But the interesting thing is the biggest increase was with people between the ages of 18 and 24. It climbed from just 4% church attendance in 2018 all the way up to 16%.
Well, that's good news. And Uber has introduced a new option that allows women riders to request female drivers. The feature, called Women Preferences, is designed to give women and teens more choice, comfort, and control over their ride experience. Uber says the expansion follows feedback from women who wanted more say in how they ride and earn on the platform. Uber has begun rolling out this feature nationwide and is adding cities throughout the year. I love this feature. After it rolled out, I heard some people saying that Lyft, which is similar to Uber, has had this feature for a while. So,
yeah,
but it's making some noise in a good way that Uber is now offering this. I know when I've traveled alone before, it's something I've never really I don't know. You can be a little uncertain.
Yeah, you speak as a lady. Go ahead and speak as a lady, because I totally get it. I totally get it.
It would provide me more comfort if I could say to Uber, if I'm traveling by myself and I just got off the plane and it's 11 o'clock at night and I want to grab an Uber, if I could ask for a female. Yep. That would make me feel better.
I can totally 1,000,000% see that. So I think it's a good thing. Really, I'm pretty new to Ubering. When you and I did some listener trips a little over a year ago, it was really the first time I had Ubered. It's great. It's a great feature, so this only adds to it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
A cup of coffee, a thankful heart, a brand new day, positive with Len and Sarah.
Hey, I want to take a moment and say thank you to one of our great podcast sponsors. It's Northeast Factory Direct. The weather's breaking, and I almost feel like my deck outside is calling my name. Len, it's getting nice. You want to spend time on your deck. It's getting that way.
Okay, so I bought my patio furniture at Northeast Factory Direct years ago. It's still going strong. Outdoor sofas, outdoor sectionals, love seats, outdoor chairs, outdoor fireplaces, all of that stuff. They have it at Northeast Factory Direct. And this is the time to get like your first picks at everything. You save money. They have a great selection. And I just always love shopping at Northeast Factory Direct.
Yeah, it's one of the best ways to use your outdoor space is to get some new furniture. And honestly, their selection is second to none. And the pricing is second to none. Why don't you stop by any of their convenient locations? When you do, say, I heard about you guys on the Start Your Day Positive podcast. Northeast Factory Direct in Cleveland and Euclid in Macedonia and North Canton. And you can also hit the website for details. It's northeastfactorydirect.com.
Tick-tock, the time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Well, you never know what kind of day it might turn into, and history proves that. So today, we have What Happened Today in History.
Yeah, today's the 16th of March, and this is a really interesting part of history. On this day in 1621, Samoset, who was a member of the Abenaki Indian tribe, made contact with the Pilgrims. Now, he surprised them. This is interesting by greeting them in English. They were caught off guard. He learned the language from some fishermen along the coast of Maine, and he helped to establish peaceful relations between Native Americans and settlers. He introduced the Pilgrims to a fellow Indian, Squanto, who became an important part of the Plymouth community. He taught the Pilgrims how to plant corn and beans and squash and use fish as fertilizer. And honestly, a lot of people say that the Pilgrims may not have survived that first winter were it not for these two members of Native American tribes kind of showing them the tricks to live in America. So it's pretty cool.
Isn't that so interesting? I wish I knew more about that time in history.
Yeah.
And, you know, American Indians working with, I don't know, just working together. And
we don't hear that part enough that, hey, the Pilgrims arrive and they don't know how to survive that first winter, and that there was cooperation, and that actually helped the Pilgrims make it. That's why they had the first Thanksgiving.
And fish as fertilizer?
Yeah.
In 1926, American engineer Robert H. Goddard successfully launched the first liquid fuel rocket. Without his work, we might not have modern rockets and space travel.
Yeah, it's what's so interesting about these todays in history. At the time, he was just curious. He never dreamt that people would get on rockets and fly into outer space when he invented it. And look what happens, you know? Mm-hmm. And today is National Everything You Do Is Right Day. Okay, that sounds kind of silly. It's a fun day. It was created because someone started a day called Everything You Think Is Wrong on March the 15th. So someone decided, you know what, we need a positive answer to that. And so now we have Everything You Do Is Right Day. And the whole idea is that you should just be bold and have fun and take chances. And it doesn't necessarily mean it will come out the way you planned. It just means everything you do is right today.
It reminds me of the Yes Day thing that was so popular, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago when that Yes Day movie with Jennifer Garner came out. And it was the same in the way that you had to say yes to everything, which is kind of like everything you do is right day. Maybe.
No, it's good.
So, yes, everything is right. You know
Be
what?
bold.
Maybe. So is it when you talk to people, they're always right? Right?
Yeah, that's right.
So who's right? If everything is right day.
Exactly. It's the rare day when you can disagree with someone and you're both right.
And you're both right. Maybe that's a good learning opportunity for everyone.
See how that works out.
Oh.
POSITIVE. Start your day positive with Len and Sarah.
Oh, I listen all the time in the morning, and then I sneak it on my work computer. So you guys are in there throughout the day. So.
Well, we've all heard the phrase, go the extra mile. But what about going the extra 52 miles? That's exactly what a Pennsylvania postal worker did, just because he wanted to do something good. He wanted to do the right thing. His name is Bruce Armaugh, and he found a wallet that was half buried in the snow during a very cold 11-degree day while he was delivering mail. He just saw the wallet sticking out. And so Bruce got out of his postal truck. He tucked away the wallet. He finished his route, but he wasn't done. After he finished his route using the ID inside, he decided that he would find the owner, who happened to live 52 miles away. So after his shift, he hopped in his own car and he drove the distance to return the wallet. No reward, no fanfare, just out of kindness, because he knows what it would feel like to lose his wallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually think there's a lot of those people out there. And I like to believe that there's more good out there than we realize. Like, I love that he did this and the story's getting shared. But I do believe a lot more people would do this than we realize sometimes.
I discover that all the time.
Yeah.
It was kind of neat, though, when he was asked why he made the trip and did it. He smiled and he said it was because of my dad, because I can remember growing up, one time my dad lost his wallet, and just like you said, someone went the extra mile to return it to his dad. So I just wanted to do it for somebody else.
Like I said, I just, maybe it's a naivety in me, but
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And the funny part is, both parties feel great, right?
Yeah.
You feel great when you get your wallet back because you dropped it.
Well, you would know because you've lost your wallet a lot.
Yes, I have lost my wallet. By the way, this is the excellent time to mention the IT team that help us with the Start Your Day Positive podcast. Eiler Networking and Computing. Our website and everything like that is done by them. I was in a wallet losing phase to such a degree that Kent Eiler, who owns the company, he bought me one of those chip cards that goes inside my wallet so I can always track it down.
But that's such a good tip. So how does that work? So
it's great. It's like a credit card.
Okay.
And it slides in your wallet. It has some sort of detection built into it. I don't really know exactly how it works, but you just have the Find Me app on your phone. It can work with an Android
That's
or
what
an
I was
iPhone.
asking. So it works like an AirTag.
It works exactly like an AirTag, except it is in the shape of a credit card. And so it's rescued me. I left my wallet in a golf cart, in the little tray in the front where you put your golf gloves and your beverages and all of that. I mean, he just got it for me. And I thought, I'm not going to talk about this because I don't want Kent and I don't want my wife Judy to hear this. But yeah, I left my wallet in the golf cart. And so I drove away. I thought, oh, where's my wallet? Drove back to the golf cart. Of course, it was already closed, but I snuck around all the golf carts until I found mine, and there was the wallet.
Oh, my goodness. I'm just saying, I know we have a little bit of time before Father's Day, but tuck that away as a good Father's Day idea gift, because that's good to have. I can't think of a guy who would say, oh, that's good. I don't know. Wallets are easy to lose. So
no, it's great. That would be a great gift. And for me, the little story about the guy returning the wallet, it's just that reminder. It's go the extra mile for someone, right? It makes a big difference. So many people are having such a big chunk of their income being eaten up by the cost of health insurance. And for a lot of people, business owners, self-employed, for example, it feels overwhelming and it can seem like there's no solution. But there's a great solution. It's healthcare sharing with our sponsor, Liberty Health Share, a Christian nonprofit organization where members share the cost of each other's healthcare needs with an affordable monthly contribution. Mark Petro is with Liberty. Here's Here's how it works.
What's great is we have programs for singles, couples, families, and even seniors. So there is a lot of affordability, and many times it is more affordable than the traditional insurance model. And what's great is, just the way the entire process works, it's very transparent. It's simple. You're submitting through your providers, and we will reimburse those providers for the services rendered. And because we're nonprofit, there's a very small amount that we need to operate, but our role is facilitating. That's all we're doing, is facilitating the member-to-member funds back and forth. And the other big part that people absolutely love is choice. You are able to select the physician that you trust. You are able to select the providers that you want to go to. And we have a national network with over 900,000 providers that you can select from. It's a partnership we're aligned with, so it gives people great flexibility in controlling their care.
Liberty has thousands of very happy members all over the country, and it's growing and growing. Why don't you give them a call to find out more?
Also, when you call Liberty, they'll address any question you have, and they're glad to pray with you too. There's a plan for everyone, singles, couples, families. If you're looking for affordable health care or know someone who's maybe looking themselves, Liberty Health Share might be the answer that you've really been praying for. You can learn more at libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org.
A little faith, a little hope, a little love, and a lot of God. Another breath, another chance, another smile. Positive with Lynn and Sarah.
So I had the sweetest weekend with my daughter. I can't believe it. My oldest daughter's getting married. She's moving out in a month, and I have all the feels that parents have. And maybe you don't have a daughter getting married this year or moving out or going to college. Maybe you have little kids. But I think we all go through those transition periods where things start to change. Kids go to middle school. Sometimes they go to college, whatever those may be. And I was starting to catch myself getting a little sad as we sat down for our movie night. We ordered Chinese food. We sat down, and I was like, oh my goodness, in a month you're going to be not living here anymore. And starting to get a little weepy about how things are going to change. And then I had to catch myself, because I started thinking, you know what, Sarah, it's not that traditions disappear. They just evolve, right? So I was like, Michaela, just because you're moving out doesn't mean that we're not going to have movie nights anymore, right?
Right.
Just because the kids go to middle school or the kids move to a different state, whatever they may be. So movie nights, I don't know, maybe they become occasional girls' nights, and maybe family dinners look a little different, and, or like twice a month. Maybe phone calls replace, being right down the hall.
Sure.
But that connection is still there. It's just like a different rhythm. So I just wanted to share that in case anyone else is going through that time of transition and you catch yourself being a little sad. There's always new beginnings. And we just had the best girls' night. I got to tell everyone about this movie we watched on Netflix, too. It was so wholesome and cute. It was called Nonas. And I forget the famous actor. There's a famous actor in it. And it's a true life story about a restaurant in Staten Island that this guy opened up with real Italian grandmas cooking all the food.
Wow.
And Nonna is grandma in Italian. So it's called Nonas. It was so cute. And it was, like I said, one of the most wholesome movies. And of course, right after the movie, is anyone else like this where you have to start Googling, where is the real Nonas? What is on the menu? What is
Yeah, no, I know.
Am I going to go there on my next trip to New York?
Yeah.
Do we go to?
Yeah.
We have to go to this restaurant, and it was so cool. But it just reminded me of all those things, how great low key movie nights are, and there's so many good movies to watch and times to have like that with your kids or whoever. So take out a blanket and feel good movie is like one of the best things you can do. Let me just say that.
Well, everything you said there, I mean, that was really good. That was really wise, what you were saying, because traditions do change. You know, I've gone through that because I have 3 daughters, and now they're all out of the house. But the new tradition thing you said is absolutely true. And it's fun to see them initiate traditions, too, as they go through life changes.
Right. Oh, yes, that's true.
And as far as Nona's is concerned, I know there's a lot of people listening driving right now. Our podcast is always there. So don't try to write it down while you're driving right now, because that sounds like a great movie.
I will tell you, though, don't watch it when you're hungry, because all of this Italian food throughout the whole movie, we had just eaten Chinese and we're like, oh, man, this is making me even hungrier. It was so good.
That's good. Good thought, too. I love that.
All right, as you head into your day, I just want you to circle back and remember the quote I gave at the beginning. If you can overthink the bad stuff, you can overthink the good stuff too, right? So hopefully that helps as you go in today, and we'll be right back here tomorrow. Oh, and one more thing. The Monday Morning Boost email, our weekly newsletter, went out this morning. If you didn't get it, you got to get on the morning mood boost chain and get on our newsletter. There's so many great things in it every week. If you just go to startyourdaypositive.com, you'll see right at the top, you can say join the newsletter, and then you'll have it next week.
Okay, let's wrap up this Monday episode of our podcast with a brief prayer, just saying, Heavenly Father, I like that reminder that you can spend your time focusing on, hey, those good things and the blessings in your life. We have so many things to be thankful for. And so send us little reminders today as we go about the day, whatever we find ourselves doing. In Jesus' name, amen.